so extra for what? For the loyalty you never got in return. I was always fighting for people for their loyalty, but they weren't loyal because if one thing I'm realizing is people can claim to be the most loyal people in the world. If you can't be honest, you can't be loyal.
That's not true.
Oh.
No, because it depends if the honesty goes to privacy. Listen, we can do this all day long. The bottom line is
I see it different. There's a lot of honesty and loyalty.
Every side before I make a final decision.
I'm not talking about privacy. I'm talking about there's a lot of honesty when you're being loyal. You have to really be a committed friend all the way around. And you know what? Maybe I've said I've been loyal to people and I'm not because I haven't. Maybe I haven't dealt with situations with certain people that I still feel some type of way. So I'm not loyal. I just wish everyone the best from every different corner of the room. That's it. It's not that I don't like you. I just really we don't gel no more. You know what I mean? I wish everybody health. Everybody.
Yes.
Over there.
Over there. I'm telling you, I stole that. How did you guys get here? Because you say like Renee is a lot, and like you guys have had your ups and downs as siblings often do.
Mm-hmm.
But you're sitting here together. You were on the podcast, Renee. Like, how'd you guys kind of? Because you had your moments. Like we
didn't talk for a year and a half.
Yeah. Well, how'd you get to where we are today?
I told you I just come back. I that was a buildup of so many years of taking all of the unnecessary drama that she projected not only on herself but onto my life as well, and everyone around her. Sorry, I'm being honest and loyal. So
doesn't bother me.
Projected, and it was too much after a while. It was too much. It was too much of okay. I forgave her again and 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 again. I can go for 40 years again, right? And then it was just like I can't do it no more. She's crossing too many lines. She's not respecting my privacy and my space and my right to my own life and story. And I couldn't do it anymore. And I had to go. But time with me heals everything. And then it was like, okay, I think she suffered without me enough. I'll come back now. No, I'm kidding. No, it was just time. It was just time. And then we were actually at his this guy Mark's party, and we were both in the same room together at the same table, and then we spoke, and then it just went from there.
Well, this is exactly what.
No, it did not.
Yes.
Actually, you're very wrong. We didn't make up until I was in treatment.
I said it started from there.
It was actually her friend. It was actually her friend Angelique that put us on a conversation for New Year's because
that didn't go well, so I don't know what she's remembering.
After Mark's party,
I still wasn't speaking to
after
you.
Mark's party. After Mark's party is when something really bad happened to me, so we really stopped talking. Yeah, I know my dates completely. His was September. It was for Labor Day, and then what happened to me happened on September 18th. So it drew. That's when
happened to you
when no one showed up in the hospital at all from my family.
Yes, it did. After Mark's party.
Yeah, Mark's party was September. And then it happened to me on September 18th. And then I left and went to Texas. And then November 2nd is when I entered treatment.
Okay.
And then we didn't talk for the first couple of months.
What I'm trying to say is Mark's party was the first time we were actually in the room together where we had no choice but to communicate. I'm not saying that Mark.
Oh. No, I'm not saying that neither. I'm just saying it really didn't happen until I would say when she invited me out for a friend's birthday in March when we went to Mr. Chow's, whatever we went, Philippe Chow or whatever. That's really when we started to.
Whatever she says.
It's much better when you just agree with me after you just said again, and
it might happen again today.
Well, of course you remember Mr. Chow's. Let's not forget Mr.
Philippe Chow.
Philippe Chow.
Yeah.
But this is like exactly what Teresa and Melissa are going through on Housewives. I mean, we just had a whole season where they didn't speak, and Teresa, it says she's completely done for the rest of her life. Joe and Melissa say they're done. They both seem happy. They both truly seem
apart.
Yeah, apart. And
But their sister-in-laws, it's different. They can.
but Joe's
separate for-
involved too.
Joe's involved. He's in the middle, and I feel bad for him, honestly, because that's a tough place to be in the middle. I'm always in the middle.
It's very their
But-
children. It's very that
The
really
cousins.
it bothers me. It bothers me to watch that because I know what I felt like without my sister, and I'm sure one of them feel the exact same way. You're missing the person that you grew up with all of your life. Like, and Joe and Teresa were very tight. So
Yeah.
you have to miss that relationship, whether you're happy or over here or over there. You got to miss it.
Yeah, but
You have to
sometimes-
miss it.
Sometimes you just need peace, and separation will bring the clarity, and
Hopefully.
they will get back together.
I hope
think.
so for the whole family.
I mean, the
do.
cousins, the kids are the most important at the end of the day. So,
You think they'll get back together?
I mean, most families do. I mean, if you think about it, there are families that don't.
They're stubborn Sicilians.
Oh, duh.
Sicilians are rough. We're rough people in general.
I mean, I think so.
I hope
It's
so.
inevitable.
I hope so.
And maybe not Melissa and Teresa. Joe and Teresa. They're black. First of all, they have to. I don't know if their parents are
Their
still alive.
parents passed.
Okay, well, they have family gatherings that they have to be at together. You can't last that long without. I mean, some people in the family.
I don't
My
know,
father didn't
you-
talk to his sister.
They
for
say
1,000
never.
years.
I mean,
You
they
haven't
say-
watched it, so it's like they're really divided. It's
I haven't.
very,
I haven't.
it's very
Not caught up,
upsetting.
yeah.
Like you know what? It reminds me of like, so my whole family didn't talk to me, so I was completely cut out for quite a while. And even when there were family situations, my son had to say, "Hey, mom, can you sit this one out?" Because everybody else has to come. So that
And
is
he wanted to be with cousins.
that is a very hard thing to hear and to experience. So I hope that they do repair it because no parent wants to feel that from their child, and no child wants to hurt their parent, but they're gonna miss their own lives.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do watch it. Yeah, I mean,
I love Teresa. You know, I love Teresa, her brother and
But the
Melissa.
reason why you gotta have Rob on here, he knows everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
I started. I know, and I knew you were coming, and then I saw he followed me, and he looks at my stories. I'm like, then I looked at his page, and I'm like, oh, I
He
didn't.
fills me in on everything.
I didn't know that he like I've seen his stuff before. I didn't know that was him
You make
until
the connection. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
getting ugly. I'm not gonna lie. Like the things that I like catch, the show, and I've noticed a lot of the housewife shows are getting very ugly. Like
Yeah.
worse than Mob Wives. Worse than Mob Wives. And I'll tell you why. We punch you in the face or smack you. We ain't pulling up. We're not hiring people. We're not pulling. I'm watching PI shit. I'm watching Margaret come up and talk about Teresa's husband. It's getting so ugly. Like I would ring your bell. And I'm not even a fighter, but I'm coming to your house.
It's like personal stuff.
It's disgusting. Talking about Dolores's husband. Why? He's a nice man.